Welcome, friends. Today we are doing a fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 14th of November 2021. I must warn you, this is about the 10th time I've tried to film this video, at least. And I've messed it up every time, saying something silly, making a silly noise, dropping something, doing something stupid, I don't know. Anything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. And at this point, I'm not in the best of fettles with us. So we will crack on. Hopefully the fragrances will cheer me up. So, on Monday, I wore Gucci Guilty Absolute. Leather, vetiver, cypress, maybe some papyrus. I'm going to say something outrageous here. I think this has got a similar sort of vibe to Gucci Pour On 1. It's very dry. It's very, very dry, much like my mouth. So I'm going to have a drink now, but I'm not stopping at this point because I've had too many takes. And at this point, if the house falls down, I'm gonna finish this video whether anything happens. Touch wood. The house don't fall down, for God's sake. Anyway, Gucci Guilty Absolute. Love the colour of the liquid. The reason I decided to wear this is because last weekend I went out with my friend Richie G. And he was wearing this. Somebody's just rang the fucking doorbell, but I'm not going to fucking stop. He was wearing this last weekend. And I thought, God, that smells good. It was all I could smell all day. It was fantastic. I swear it. I could smell it over my own perfume. So I thought, go on, then I'll wear this. And so I did wear this on Monday and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You can tell how much I like this perfume because I've put a huge dent in the bottle. Look at the state of that. When you've got a lot of perfumes, to put a dent like that in a single bottle is very, like, it should impress you. It should impress upon you how much I rate this perfume. Very simple, very effective. It smells a little bit like Lone Star Memories with the leather and the vetiver. I think leather and vetiver combine to make a medicinal sort of quality in a perfume, or they seem to have done in more recent times. This is like clean but not fresh. It's really good, and I really rate it. And I'm so surprised it hasn't been. I've seen it in shops still. I'm so surprised it hasn't been discontinued yet. It might have been in North America, but I still see it in like the local Fenix. So, strange. But yes, I'm glad it hasn't. I'm going to get another. I've got two backups of it, like another like two 150 ml bottles of it. But I would wear this forever. This is the type of perfume that'll become a cult perfume in like 20 years' time. We'll be looking back saying, "Oh, they don't make perfumes like Sauvage and Gucci Guilty Absolute anymore." Because that's how people work. That's just how life works, isn't it? Next, I decided to wear something in a similar vein, or something that bears a slight resemblance to another smoky leather sort of perfume, and that's Bel Ami by Hermes. This is not a vintage bottle, but it is an older bottle. This is an early 2000s bottle. It's at least 15 years old. It's got a 5-letter batch code on it. I bought this as a partial. I've recently acquired a backup of this very bottle. And I'm very glad to have it. This is a quality fragrance. It bears a resemblance to another perfume that's coming up as well. And it's fantastic. Excuse me, I'm just going to reapply the scent of the day. A smoky leather, very high quality, very well done in that lovely bottle that Hermes have made. I really like these bottles. It fits really good in the hand. It's got like the soft side. I'll tell you something else as well. This fits beautifully in the hand, with the rounded edges as well. It's such a strange thing, but I really like that. I like a bottle that goes well in the hand. There's only one of these bottles. There's only one of these bottles that doesn't really fit well in the hand. We'll come to that in a minute. So, the Bel Ami I wore, not to be confused with Bel Ami Vetiver. That's much more modern. But this, it's a little bit, it's got like I don't know whether it's a papyrus. No, it's got like that sort of paper sort of vibe. Maybe it's a tobacco sort of like a dry, like a very dry sort of vibe to it as well. Perhaps it must have been raining this week because I was craving some dryness. On Wednesday, I decided to wear something I thought would be smoky as well, but of course it's not. And I should have known that because I own it. And that is Vetiverio by Diptyque. You would think that, people talk about a smoky vetiver. But no, not this one. I'm pretty sure this is synthetic. I'm pretty sure this whole line is synthetic, but I'll tell you something. Diptyque is an underrated house that do different fragrances. And even though they are synthetic, they really do them well. And this is how it should be done. It shows you can be creative and successful and interesting as well at the same time. Excuse me. I would recommend that you try the eau de parfums and the eau de toilettes, to be fair. And I've got loads of that candles. I've given like the old candle, like the glass cases. Cases? What are they? Like a glass. The glass that the candles come in, I've given them away to a friend because she can use them and I can't. So yes, this is Vetiverio. Very good perfume, very nice perfume. I haven't worn it as much as I really should have. Oh look, there's a bird on the back. I wonder if it's called Roger. Anyway, that was Wednesday. Thursday, I decided to wear Antaeus, a leather chypre. This is one of the best masculines ever made. It is from the year 1981, which was one of the best perfume years in history. This, Koros, Oscar de la Renta, Paul Louis, Quorum. I think Quorum might have been 1980 actually. But it was around that time. A sensational year for perfume releases. This, I mean, can you imagine this and Koros being released in the same year? It's like two absolute stalwarts. This fits in with Bellamy and to a lesser extent Gucci Guilty Absolute. So it's got a little bit of smoke from the castoreum and the leather. It's a chypre. It's a classic sort of mustache perfume. If you have smelled this, it's just you probably didn't know that that's what that person was wearing. But if you knew anybody with a mustache like 30 years ago, there's a very good chance that they were wearing something like this. This is similar to Koros, obviously, and Derby by Guerlain, which was actually released in 1985. I'm not a big fan of chypres, but those three, Derby, Koros, and Antaeus, when I do like them, I love them, I'm not usually a fan of chypres, but those three are absolutely amazing. Leather chypres, I should say. I like a leather chypre, not necessarily a chypre by itself. Anyhow, next, I went for something completely different and decided to wear Patchouli Imperial by Christian Dior. Excuse me, I need another drink at this point. I don't care whether I mess it up. This is fantastic. It's a big, thick, gloopy patchouli. A little bit fresher at the top. It goes really well with the line. It's a high quality, well-made patchouli, which was completely butchered in 2018 when they decided to change the formulation of the whole line. As you can see, it's got the CD, which are clearly distinguishable from each other, unlike the newer bottles where the CD on the top is like almost like joined. It's a different symbol. If you've got a newer Christian Dior release and you look at the caps and you look at the CD on there, you'll see that it's much more representative of that by Chanel, because Dior just copies Chanel at every turn. So, yes. Anyway, that's what I wore on Friday? Yes, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, I wore this on Friday. So, we come to Saturday. And on Saturday, I decided to wear something that I absolutely rave about, but I rarely ever wear. And that is Quiz by Kana. This is fantastic. It's the only one I've got from the house. It's a fantastic brand. It is dark, thick, brown leather, like a leather trench coat, not a leather jacket, like a leather trench coat. It's big and deep and thick. The oud gives, like, it's not real oud, for the love of God, it's not even close to being real oud, but it is a dark, smoky wood and a dark, smoky leather. There's very little that lights up about this perfume, but it is fantastic. Absolutely love it. I will be wearing this again shortly, because while I know that I really enjoy it, it's one of those ones that I tend not to wear for some reason. And I'm trying to wear stuff that I haven't worn for a long time, which isn't always easy, because you're drawn to certain things. But you know, my friend Ramsey had said to us recently that he wanted to start wearing more stuff that he enjoyed, and I thought, I've tried wearing the stuff that I don't enjoy as much, and I should really go back to wearing the stuff that I really enjoy. And the weather is cooling as well. This is a deep, dark, dirty weather perfume. When it's raining outside and it's getting dark at 4:30 in the afternoon, this is the type of thing you should wear, because it is very warm. It's almost stifling. I don't want to say stifling, but it is very warming and very protective from the elements. And finally, am I going to get there at last? Today, Sunday, I am wearing Vintage Jules by Christian Dior, another Dior. So that's a Gucci, a Hermes, a Diptyque, a Chanel, a Dior, a Carner, and another Dior. Dior, one of my favourite houses. It's the house I've got the most perfume from, even though I've got like 16 fucking Serge Lutens, more, probably closer to 20. Yeah, but I really love this. This is what you heard as reapply, excuse me, earlier in the video. Absolutely fantastic perfume. Love it. Fresh, spicy. It's not fresh, but it's like aromatic, spicy, green, leather, and then it's got like a huge oak moss and like a muskiness in the base. This came out in 1981 as well. What a hell of a year that. This is one of the vintage bottles. The new one, for me, the new one doesn't hold a candle to this. The new one doesn't hold a candle to this at all. This is so much better. The new one smells like drunk breath. For me, this smells like sophisticated, masculine, rugged, and in the current climate, completely different. If you want to stand out, wear something like this. Or find something like this. They are out there. You'll just have to pay money for them, and be careful that they aren't off. And so, yes, this is the other one. The only bottle, I was talking about the bottles fitting in the hands earlier. The only one that doesn't really fit in the hand very well is this one, but that's life. This is amazing in your hand. So, yes, I will do a little portrait. There we are. That's what I wore this week. Gucci Guilty Absolute, Bellamy, Vetiverio, Antaeus, Patchouli Imperial, Carner Queers, and Jules by Christian Dior. And by God, I have got through this video at last. I must have been sat here for a fucking hour. Anyway, thanks very much. I will see you again soon. Goodbye.